Hey guys, what's up? It's Maria here. So I'm getting ready to do a live call with my students right now, and I figured why not just film it so that way I can get some practice in and get comfortable with what I'm going to talk to them about, but at the same time I'm able to get this on video recorded, and it's going to be helpful for anybody else out there, not just my students. So the three things that I wanted to advise my students right now that are kind of at home in quarantine going through the pandemic of COVID-19 is number one would be to check out your expenses and lower them. So basically make a list of every single thing you spend on a monthly basis and either get rid of it or call the company so that they can lower your payment. So, and not just because we're going through this pandemic, just in general, you want to make your expenses be smaller because we're about to go into a recession basically. So even after the quarantine is over and we're able to go back to work, you're still gonna need to lower your expenses so that you can survive and live a pretty good lifestyle. So tip number one, again, call all of your services that you use and try to either get rid of it if it's not essential or lower it. So I'll give you guys one quick example. So I use T-Mobile for my phone service, and I have 3 lines on there, and it was $225, and I've been paying that for like the last 2 years, and I never questioned it. I have this huge, really bad habit to just pay for things and not even look at the price or ask. For me, it's like, nope, I need a cell phone and just tell me how much I have to pay every month. And it's stupid. I know how stupid it is, but I'm just lazy to look into it. This situation, the COVID-19, has actually forced me to look into all of my expenses to the T. Like literally, I want to get rid of every single junk fee. So that's what I did with everything, including my T-Mobile bill. The point with that was that I used to pay the $225, $224. I called and I got rid of a bunch of little junk extra fees that I didn't even need, like insurance and stuff like that. I know insurance is important, but right now, this is not the time to be spending on anything extra for me. So I said, okay, I'm gonna get rid of this for now. This like extra Wi-Fi connector thing, I don't know. I just went down the line and I disconnected a bunch of stuff with my T-Mobile. Bottom line, my bill dropped to $125, $100 less, literally. Once I saw that, I was like, holy shit, this is real. Like going through your expenses and lowering it really makes a difference. So I started now another paper where I was adding up all of the savings that I was accumulating. And at the end of like the week, I was at almost $3,000 that I was saving. I was like, I just created $3,000. And anyway, this for me has been transformational, not only again because of what we're going through, but just in general, when we come back to the real world, I'm gonna have an extra $3,000 floating around to invest or to take my business, do use more marketing or grow it in a different way that I wanted to use that money for. Not get a new car or anything like that. Anyway, so tip number 2 is going to be to find the resources to get the money right now. So once you lower your expenses and you figure out how much money you need to survive for this month and next month, go ahead and start looking for ways to get that money. So that's either going to be pulling out of your savings, it's going to be applying for loans, applying for credit cards. Shit, if you need to, ask someone to lend you money if that's really what you need, if that's a position you're in. What I basically want you to do is to stop focusing on how am I going to do this? Oh my God, how am I going to survive? I need to pay this, I need to pay that. Figure it out. Spend the first 2 weeks or the next 2 weeks from this point on trying to figure out what you have to do in order to survive and get that money. So again, apply for credit cards, apply for loans, ask people to let you borrow money. If you're already a lash artist or a brow artist, whatever you do, and you're already providing services, then you can get on the phone with your clients and ask them to prepay for services. And that money basically you're going to use to survive and keep your business afloat. You have to pay your salon, you have to pay your utilities. You can't just cancel all of those things. So that is number 2, right? Is go ahead and start with collecting the cash so that you don't have to worry about how you're gonna survive these next 2 months, if that's how long it's gonna take. All right, I'm gonna pause this and go to the next video because it's gonna. Okay, so tip number 3 is you are going to now start, now move into using your time to build your empire, build whatever it is that you've been wanting to do. Because before you didn't have any time because all you did was work. So now you have all of this time, right? So now use that time to build. So Ask yourself, what was your goal? What was your mission before all of this happened? Write it down on a piece of paper and create a plan. So start breaking it down into action steps. Obviously, there's going to be a lot of things that you won't be able to do right now because you're going to, you might need to get out and connect with the outer world. You need maybe money to buy something that you needed for that one thing. Like, for example, if your goal was to become a lash artist and get licensed as an esthetician or Cosmo, obviously you can't do that right now because we're in lockdown. But you can still start cold calling places to find out when the classes will start. You can email these companies. You can do your research on what is the cheapest company. Have everything ready now so that when the time comes that we're able to come out, you're ready to sign up. You're ready to ask for that loan so that you could go and sign up for that school. Have everything ready now. This is a time to get ready for all of those things. And that's just one example. I mean, everybody's in a different situation. So I wouldn't know exactly until I have a one-on-one with you and I find out like, what's your situation, what's holding you back, and then I'd be able to tell you like, okay, this is going to be your game plan. But just like I can tell you, you can easily do that yourself. So again, pull out a sheet of paper and start writing down the things that you, your goal, your mission. What was your mission and your goal before all of this started happening? And what if you didn't have a goal or a mission before COVID-19? Well, then create one. What is your passion? What do you want to do moving forward? What is your dream? Okay, let me see. I think that was it. Oh crap, I have a whole other page. But we're already on point 3 and that was it. I only had 3 points, but let's see. I wrote practice at home, binge watch home how-to videos, not binge watch Netflix and all of that other good stuff. You can do that, I guess, at nighttime when you're done with building your empire. But how-to videos means like go on YouTube and type in how to lash, how to remove lashes, how to build your business. You have to start educating yourself on all of these things on how to do, if that's what you want to do. Schedule some models for May. That way, as soon as we're able to come out, you already have some models to work on, either for free or half price, whatever it is that you're charging. Just plan that ahead. Okay, so if you have given up on lashing even before COVID-19, I want you to ask yourself, what happened? What got in your way? And really important, you guys, this is something that I'm asking myself all the time. This is probably like the biggest takeaway probably of all of this would be think to yourself right now and say, what would I regret if I didn't do during this time once this is all over? That question haunts me because I feel there's a lot of people that are at home trying to figure out what show they're gonna watch, how they're gonna organize their house. They're going crazy, being at home, doing nothing, bored. I am literally, you guys, every day scared that I'm wasting my days, that I'm not doing enough, that this month is gonna fly like that, and before I know it, I have to come back and work on my clients, and I'm going to regret not doing more during this time. So I have so many things that I have to create right now. I have to update my website. I have to create marketing campaigns. I have to create the online courses. I have so much stuff that I have to do, and I'm still afraid that I'm either not doing enough or I'm not gonna have enough time, even though this is all I'm doing every day. So that just goes to show you how if you're someone who is sitting there thinking like, I don't know what to do during this time, you need to change that mind right now because you're not on the right way of thinking. You need to start thinking of, what do I need to do during this time that I'm not going to be able to do later? All right, guys, I just got the notification that I have to join the student coaching call. This is basically everything that I'm about to tell them, and then I'm going to open it up for a Q&A so that they can tell me their specific questions. And this has been great. I'm definitely going to try this again. Alrighty, thank you for watching. Bye.